Aloha, and welcome to today's MINDGASM. Let's check out over my shoulder a little bit of the view over there. That's actually the Pacific Ocean you're looking at. You don't even realize it, maybe. Okay, everyone. You know, today's thought came to me in an interesting way. It started out actually last night. I'm watching a movie called The Polka King, and it's on Netflix. Stars Jack Black, and you know, at one part in the movie, it was just amazing. Because Jack Black in the movie has the answers down. He knows to look for joy, and he knows to look for the path of least resistance. But here what was the fun part. In one scene, he had imaged that they were going to take this group of people on a tour to Italy, and they were going to have a meeting with the Pope. Now they get out to Italy and they're doing all their tour, and everyone's getting really excited because they paid a lot of money to see the tour, or see the Pope, I mean. Now his kind of like wingman, or his right-hand man, who doesn't have a lot of confidence and is always whimpering in the movies, kind of. At one point he realized that Jack Black had never ever really met the Pope, and in all honesty didn't even have a meeting set up, but he created this tour, brought all these people out there, and then because of his belief, circumstances happened that did allow them to meet the Pope. In the next scene, his right-hand man said to him, he goes, you never once, you didn't have this organized at all. This could have been a flop. This could have been a disaster. And Jack Black just looked at him and said, no, it wasn't. Because from the moment I said it, I believed it was going to happen. And he kept saying, he goes, I believed. I believed. And that's what it is. He goes, I knew it was going to manifest because I set the intentions and I believed. And I felt it. And what happened is the universe aligned the sources, aligned the energies that created what he imagined. Amazing, huh? So I guess, you know, along the road to joy, or in that journey to joy, which is our primary goal, you know, when you take the path of least resistance and your goal is to find joy as often as you can, if you just approach every moment searching for joy. Now, we're not saying you're off in this fantasy land joy ride. What we're saying is, as you're driving down the street, of course, pay attention to the traffic. But instead of worrying and getting upset about the traffic jam and people pulling out in front of you, find joy every moment you can. I mean, the joy just in the fact that you're driving a car to wherever you want to go, that's a pretty good joy right there. You know, the fact that it's running and not at the garage getting repairs, I mean, that's a pretty big joy. So, you know, in every situation, honestly, there's a chance to find joy. Now, to lead us into tomorrow, but to start off today, on that journey finding joy, don't get off on this side, you know, don't get off on the detour or this exit called circumstances created by others. What I mean is, don't allow others' circumstances to create your joy. Whenever you're allowing, whenever you're relying, whenever you're expecting others to create joy for you, you're going to be disappointed. Because others don't always have the same expectations. Others don't have the same agenda as you. So remember, as you're traveling down the road to joy, or anything, don't let anything detour you. Create your circumstances. Create your roadmap. Like we talked about yesterday, follow your treasure map. And each moment of joy is going to bring you another step closer to treasures that you have created in your life. So, to wrap up today, joy is the key, and we know why. Because when you have joy, you're radiating a higher energy. And what happens when you radiate the higher energy? You're going to attract a higher energy. You're going to attract things into your life that you only have imagined and now are being blown away by how they are coming to you. I mean, I have never been so excited in my life. I am creating the life that I've always wanted to live. I have forgiven myself. I can't believe that I wanted to punish myself for so long. We all do. It's sad because honestly, we are such amazing creatures. Each and every one of us is so amazing. Love yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your manifestations that they can happen for you. So the real question now is, have you been telling yourself you love you? Have you been looking in the mirror every time you pass someone and saying, hey man, I love you? Hopefully it's in public and it's out loud so others are going, what dude, what are you saying? And you're like, man, I love me. And every time I see my reflection, I tell myself, hey, what about you? Do you love you? Like I said, get that wildfire going. Get the blaze going so bright that no matter where others are in their darkness, they see that light. I love you guys. You really are special. And I'm just truly blessed to be able to share with you. Remember, I'm not telling you anything to do. I'm just sharing things that I've discovered in my life and how that it's made such a huge difference. And when I'm feeling this much joy and gratitude, it's hard not to share it. I want you to feel as good as I do. But remember, it's only you that can choose that. It's only you that can decide to forgive yourself. It's only you that can decide to love yourself. And it's only me that can say goodbye right now. Peace and love. Biggest hugs. And again, if we're all blessed, we'll see you tomorrow.